Welcome back to my channel, guys. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite hairstyles that are heatless. I will be adding some tips that you might want to use, like a straighten iron, but obviously that is up to you to decide if you would like to use heat on your hair. I will be sharing with you my favorite long hair hairstyles. Obviously, I have some pretty long hair on my head. Before we get into this video, I just want to say that today is a great day. I've been having a wonderful day and I'm just very happy today, and I hope that you guys are too. I hope that you're taking care of yourself and really just bettering yourself, and I'm glad that you're here to watch this video. So let's just get into it. The first hairstyle that I want to talk to you guys about is a braid going down the side. So I just start with some hair up here at the top of my head, and then I separate it into a couple sections, and then I just kind of French braid it down, and I grab some other sections from the back too. And if you don't know how to French braid, all you do is kind of just like drop the piece like I'm doing right now, and then grab a little section, and then it's the same in the back. You would drop it, and I hold it with 3 fingers, and then with my pointer finger and my back finger I grab 2 pieces and kind of just move them together, and then that creates the braid. And then once I put hair into it a couple times, then I just braid all the way down. Got a little bump going on, we're just going to ignore that. Once you braid it to the length that you want it to be, then you can just tie it into a ponytail at the bottom. If you want a little bit more volume, you can pull it out and just pull it like that. And then that is all you do. And I have a little bump right here of hair that I did not get. So to fix that, I'm just putting a bobby pin right in the back to hold those hairs down. It just looks like that, and you can't even see the bobby pin because it is underneath of those braids. That is the first hairstyle. Moving on to the next hairstyle. This one also involves a braid, but it is using it in a different way. So you can either just pull this back and have there be one braid on this side, and then you can just bobby pin it in the back, and then this side is just normal. Or you can braid this side too and pull it into like a small ponytail. And then the same thing with this side, you just want to French braid it. Once you have it braided, you can pull both of these into a small ponytail. And be careful when you braid it, because sometimes when people braid it, they will braid it straight down, and then when they pull it back, there'll be like a bump over here, and that probably won't look the best. I usually just unbraid the first braid because it is now a ponytail. That is the second look. The next hairstyle is a side braid, and this is another one of my favorite hairstyles. So you just pull your hair over to one side. I prefer pulling it to the opposite side of my part because I just think it looks better that way. You just braid all the way down, and depending on what you want, you can make it loose or tight. You can also do a fishtail braid, and that also looks really, really pretty. Once you tie it at the bottom, again, you can pull it to make it look more full. I also like to pull out some hair on each side just so it can fill my face and kind of like shape my face. The next hairstyle is a braid into a ponytail. This one is also really, really cute. I just keep saying that they're all cute, but obviously I think that they're cute because I wear them all the time. You're going to start this one the same way that you started the first hairstyle, which was the braid down the side. The only difference with this one is that instead of just a couple braided pieces, you are going to be braiding down the whole side of your head. And about halfway, when I get like here, I like to take a couple pieces out, and those will just hang out there until we're done, and then I just go around them and continue the process. For this one, before I start, I also like to separate my hair into 2 sections so that all of the hair that is on this side will go into this section, and then this will be the rest of the ponytail. Once it's in the ponytail, you can just have the whole thing be a ponytail, or if your ponytail is a lot thinner than this, if you did not put this much hair, then you can put like a small braid that goes into the ponytail. I personally don't like doing it that way because I do not have that much hair. If I did it that way, then most of my ponytail would be the braid and it just looks unbalanced. Once you have the ponytail, you can pull out the braid. Another option is to keep the braid that you did on this side and braid down on this side, and then you're going to have two braids into a ponytail. And then again, once you have the braid, you can just pull it back, pull this one back as well, undo it, and then tie it into a ponytail. And then you can pull out some pieces so that it looks more natural. And then you have your ponytail. I think I missed a whole section of hair. The next idea is the same concept with the two braids into a ponytail, but now we are going to be braiding the ponytail. And you can play around with the parting of your hair. I did this a while ago with a middle part, and I did not really like it because I don't really like my hair parted in the middle. And then again, you can pull on the braid to make it fuller, and you're done. The next thing that I want to do while we still have these two braids in is put the ponytail into a bun. I know a lot of people have different ideas and ways that they do their buns. I put it on my right wrist and then I take it like this and I pull it through, and then I wrap it around, and then I pull it through about halfway or 3/4 of the way. I pull it again and wrap my whole hand around the whole thing, and then pull it about halfway, and then that makes a little bun. It was really hard doing that in slow motion. And then you just have a little messy bun, and this hairstyle is really good for dance. Since I'm a dancer, we always have our hair in buns and just like out of our face, and you can also like put these into the bun too or whatever. And you can also do this with a bun maker or with a ballet bun instead of a messy bun. The next hairstyle that we are going to do does involve a braid. This hairstyle is Dutch braid, and I like my hair parted in the middle for this one just because if you have it parted, okay, that's not good. It's literally not in the middle. If you have your hair parted off to the side, then the Dutch braids will be uneven and it won't look as good as if you had two even Dutch braids. This is similar to a French braid. I personally think that Dutch braids are easier to do on yourself. So you just want to take the hair like we have been doing, split it into 3 sections, and you're just going to braid all the way down like I showed you earlier. The main objective for the Dutch braid, in my opinion, is to kind of create a shape around your ear, and then again you can leave out a couple pieces. This obviously will take practice. If you've never Dutch braided before, it is going to look very bad your first try. Mine looked absolutely horrendous the first couple times that I did it, but with some practice you will get good at it. And then you do the exact same thing on the right side, and the braids look awesome. I also pull out some hair on the top just so that my face has a shape, and these are my little baby hairs. I also want to mention that before you go to bed, if you put your hair into 2 braids like this, or if you do 1 French braid, or if you do the side braid that I showed you earlier, all 3 of those are great options if you want waves the next day. These waves are all natural. They are just from the braids. You don't have to have any curling iron or crimping iron or anything like that to get the waves that come from these braids. The next hairstyle is pretty simple. It is just a high ponytail. I typically like to flip my head over to do my ponytails, so that's what I'm gonna do. There is your high ponytail. While I am upside down, I do like to give my hair some volume by running my hair... What? I do like to give my hair some volume by running my fingers through it. And then some options for your hair if you have mildly wavy hair like I do. Then if you want your ponytail to be straight, you can straighten it. And then another couple things, you can hairspray back your flyaways or whatever you have to get a more like Ariana Grande slick hairstyle. But if you don't really care, like I don't really care, I usually just pull out all of my hair because it's most likely going to end up falling out anyway. And then the next hairstyle that I'm going to show you is a high bun, and I do my bun the same way as a high bun that I do a low bun, but again, I will just show you really quickly. I take the ponytail and I go through it once, and then I twist it around, and then I pull it through about 3/4 of the way, and then I kind of twist it, and then take the other hand, grab it, and then pull about half of it through, and then I get a really cute but really floppy and big bun. Honestly, every time it turns out differently, but you can just like play with it and try to figure out what you like the best. And then there's just some hair flying out at the end, and I think this is just kind of a cute, like, lazy get up that you can just put your hair, throw your hair up, and it still looks reasonably cute in my opinion. The next hairstyle is just going to be a basic low bun, and I try to make it a little bit loose. I'm trying to like pull out a little bit just so that it's not so tight and my hair isn't like, hello. Again, I just kind of pull pieces out, make it fill my face a little bit better, and then you just have this like sticking out in the back, which makes you look a little less bald. This is one of my go-to hairstyles just for like around the house or working out or whatever. Throughout the day, if you wear this for the entire day, then it will fall out a little bit, but that just makes it look more natural, and personally I like it better at the end of the day than when I put it in at the beginning. And the same thing with the side braid. Once you wear it for a while, then more pieces of hair start falling out. Not like literally falling out, but like they fall out of the braid, and then it looks more natural. And then the last hairstyle that I will be showing you guys is probably one that all of you know already, and that is just pulling two pieces from the front on both sides into a ponytail. I always use a scrunchie when I do this type of hairstyle, because if I don't use a scrunchie, then my hair gets really tangled and knotty, and I don't really like that. I would suggest to do half up, half down. I used to absolutely love this hairstyle, but unfortunately, every single time I do it, because of how long my hair is and how knotty it gets sometimes, every time I do half up, half down, it always fails. The last time I did half up, half down, even though I was wearing a scrunchie, my hair got so knotty that I ended up cutting the scrunchie out of my hair, and I had to brush it literally during dance class because I literally could not do anything else because my hair was so knotty and it looked disgusting. Long hair and half up, half down hairstyles just do not go well together. Those are all the hairstyles that I had for you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and got some new hairstyle ideas out of it. If you got this far, comment a hair cutting the girl that's like getting her haircut emoji so that I know that you got this far. I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you in my next video.